Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you that I get to come here and preach. I thank you that everybody got to come here. I thank you that everybody got here safe without no accident. Thank you for this day, Amen.
Can we get some more volume?
Can you go turn up his volume?
First of all, I want to tell a little bit about Ephesus. Ephesus had about a population of about 200,000. They
You okay?
I'm sorry. They're one of the greatest cities in the Roman Empire because it was just north of. I'm sorry, this is my first time doing this.
Mediterranean. You can come up there.
All right, here we go. On the job training.
Okay. It is modern day Izmir, Turkey, if you've ever heard of that. It was one of the greatest cities in the Roman Empire because it was just north of the Mediterranean Sea and east of the Aegean Sea. So people would come from everywhere to trade or swap their stuff. It had the largest library in the world, and this library was built to house 12,000 scrolls. Not only did they have the third largest library, but they had the second biggest gymnasium in the ancient world. They also had the largest theater in Asia Minor, and one of the things they were well known for is they would worship false gods. Artemis, Diana, one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, was housed there. People would bring sacrifices, so in hopes that they would give them lots of children. If I were asked what Ephesus was like, I'd say tied with the feel of New York City. When I was about 9 years old, we went on a trip to see the Statue of Liberty, and there was so many people there that good old Google carried us into downtown New York City. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Remember, I'm a 9-year-old boy, born in Elkhart, Texas. So there's not much people there. Dad was not happy about being there because that's one of the places he tried to avoid. Stuck in New York City, we were in our 12-passenger excursion. We were the biggest car there besides the buses. It was nearly dark before we got there. I thought we were going to have to live there because we got stuck in traffic. After we got out, we got to see so many buildings. You name it, it was there. I'm sure that's probably how Ephesus was. I did some research, and how many searches are done in one day on the internet. Here's what I found. 63,000 searches per second, 38 million per minute, 228 per hour, 56 billion per day, and 2 trillion per year. See, it's hard to maintain personal purity when we have the world at our fingertips. We are supposed to maintain personal purity. So let's see what Paul has to say about our responsibility as Christians. So look with me, if you will, at Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For we were once in darkness, but now you are in light. Walk as children of the light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth, finding out what is acceptable to the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works. Of darkness, but rather expose them, for it is shameful even to speak of them, those things which are done by them in secret, but all things that are exposed are made manifest by the light. Whoever makes manifest is light. Therefore, he says, awake, you who sleep, arise from the dead, and Christ give you light. Here's what we should hear as Christians. How you live your life is how the world sees Christ. First, the text tells us to walk as children of the light. Remember in verse 7, he talks about the sin they are exposed to. We're supposed to walk as children of the light. And that means the light is who we represent. So, then Jesus spoke to them again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but the light of life. John 8:12. So as we walk as children of light, we have to come out of the darkness. And when we come out of darkness, which means we have to repent and turn from our sin. And when we do that, we have to come to the light. So turn from sin and Jesus, and come and to Jesus. And through light comes goodness. And goodness means when the rich young ruler came to Jesus and said, Good Lord, what should I do to be saved and inherit the kingdom of God? And he said, Why do you speak as me as good? There's no one good but the Father. And from goodness comes righteousness. And righteousness is the opposite of wrong. And righteousness and truth. Truth is, if you can remember, he says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So, if we come to him, we would find truth and walk as children of the light. I remember just this week, we went to the dentist, and this lady comes in the door, and her 5 kids just let you know that they were there. They took over the place, and they want you to have the people in the back. They want you to have some quietness, at least. So when they came in, they were just jumping and screaming. And if I ever did that, my parents would give me a beating. I'll tell you that. And every once in a while, she'd just look up and scream across the room. She'd be sitting in the corner with her phone, and she'd just stand up and scream, and they just scream back and forth at each other. And then once they go in the back, they do the same thing, except they're running all over the place. So when you represent, like I said earlier, when you say you're a Christian and you do bad stuff, they think that that's how you represent your life. So those kids were representing their parents on how their parents taught them. If we go out to public to go to a restaurant or something, my mom and dad want us to behave because that's how they taught us. Because if we just go off the chart, then it's, like I said, I'll get a beating. As Christ, we need to walk. As Christians, we need to walk as children of the light. Willing is to know means you should be ready to listen and learn more about God. Because if we're not, then why are we there? Second, we should work as followers of the light, which means we are to work as if our life depends on it, but knowing that others do. So if we're just working and if say we're saved and we just sit around and say, well, I got saved, so I'm good, then it's not good. Our work should be fruitful, so we should be happy in our work. Our work should be faithful, so we need to be strong in our work and not let others talk bad about it because we know it's wrong, and you shouldn't let them trash it like that. This year I got to serve at the Giant Cow in Birmingham, Alabama. This is the first year. It was crazy. There was a lot of kids there, and I'm used to being bossed around instead of bossing around people. So, when we, we were all playing a game, our class and the 13 and 14 class were playing a game, and the fire alarm goes off. Well, all the kids start panicking, and I'm standing there thinking, oh man, I wish I was a kid right now so I could be told what to be doing. Because I didn't know what to do. I was, y'all get in line, wait, am I supposed to? No. I was just freaking out. So we need to be faithful and fruitful in our work. How you have to decide: are you self-employed, or are you working for Jesus? We should walk in the light, and we should work as followers of the light. People need the light, and it's our responsibility to be the light to a lost and dying world. There was once a great I'm just going to read this story because I haven't ever heard of this one. There was once a great fire in Edinburgh, Scotland, in which people hurried to exit the building. Through a passage that led to the street, they were almost safe when a rush of smoke met them below. Into the passage from the outside, the smoke concealed the light just outside and prevented them from seeing the only chance they had of escape. In their darkness, they did not know that safety was just ahead. Instead of running straight through the smoke, they entered through a door into a room that seemed safe, but soon oxygen was exhausted, and they all suffocated. If only they had seen the light, they might have lived. The world needs the light to show them in the Lord's will that His children be light in a dark world. It is the power of His light within us that will highlight the difference between us and the lost world around us. Let's seek Him today and ask Him to help us. Hide it under a bushel? No. Oh no, I'm going to let it shine.